Hey, hi, and welcome to Share Your Scars Talk Show. I'm Vicki, and we're opening up today with a song by Deep Valleys. Skies are endless. Let's just take a listen for a moment. They're a great, talented band, and we're very blessed to know that they have granted us permission to use their music during our show. So I am Vicki, host of Share Your Scars Talk Show. Is recorded live and unedited, and the purpose of our show, the birds want me to let you know that they are here as well. That is Charlie Gary and Larry Huey, and they are happy little birds, and they're saying hi this morning. So if you hear that, again, live and unedited, so here we are. But this show is so important because we're going to talk about, and we do talk about, things that maybe other people don't. And this is Friday morning coffee chat. So look at that deliciousness. This is not a plug for this brand, but I will tell it because it's one of my favorites. That's good. This is Nespresso. And look at that crema, just divine, lovely. One of our bumper stickers on our mug, gotta love it. But this mug is wonderful because it's filled with delicious goodness. So get your coffee. We're just gonna chit chat for a few minutes today. And what's on my mind and what's on my heart is those that are struggling. You might be someone who's facing moving out, not to your own choice. Maybe you are forced to move out. Been there. I got evicted. I got kicked out twice when I was a teenager. A lot of my own fault, being a rebellious teenager. But you could be harming and want to take your life, not because of the harming, but you feel there's no way out. Maybe a relationship just ended and you're devastated and you don't know how to get through any of that. Perhaps you're taking medication and you don't see anything getting better. Diagnosed with an illness. I could go on and on. Sometimes when I talk, or you're flipping through the TV and you hear a show and are they talking to me? They're not talking to me. I'm talking to you. And I'm talking to me. I've been there. I claimed a bankruptcy when I was in my early 20s. It was $22,500 in debt, and I didn't ever think I would get out of it. And I did. In a couple years, I claimed bankruptcy, but years later, got myself in more debt and had to shovel myself out, so to speak. So you find a way. You get stronger from the circumstances, from the things you go through. You might be going through something right now and you cannot change that circumstance right now, but you can, because you can plan and get yourself out of that. What do I mean by that? Say you're currently harming. Well, how do you get out of that? Well, let's start small. Change what you're thinking. Change who you're talking to, who you're going out with, what you're eating. Yes, what you're eating. A lot of times what we eat can affect our minds and affect our choices. And so it is starting small. But if anyone's ever hit rock bottom, I think we all have. What is rock bottom? It means you can't go anywhere. You're not getting any lower. You can't get any more discouraged. There's always hope. And I always say, hold on, pain ends. And there is always something good in every day. We have these, let me get up real quick here and reach over. We have these little tokens that we give out to people. And it's Friday morning coffee chat, and coffee is needed. On the back it says, heal from your past, embrace your future. Well, Vicki, I don't want to embrace my future. My future isn't bright right now. Not everything in every day is good. Or not every day is good, but there's something good in every day. And that's what this token reminds people who come here. They put it in their pocket, they hold on to it, and they pull it out, and they're like, there's always something to smile about. But this show, Share Your Scars, is about that. We want to share our scars. We want to share them, and we want to show them. Why? Because this is not who I am. This is who I was. Was is behind me. That was, if you understand what I'm saying. When you're driving a car, let's pretend we're driving a car. Yes, I drive with a coffee mug. but you're driving a car. That rear view mirror that's up here, that's meant to be glanced at. You glance at it, you're driving, so you can see what's behind you. You're looking in rear view mirror, so you see what's on the right and the left, so when you're merging over or yielding, you don't crash into another car. Now, what happens if I'm driving and I'm looking at the rear view mirror? Now, remember, rear view mirror is signifying what's behind me. It's your past. I'm looking in there, and if I'm staring in there, okay, oh, I almost hit a car. You know, you keep staring in that rear view mirror. Eventually, you are going to crash into what's in front of you, and it's the same in your life. If you keep figuratively looking at what's behind you, what you did, what you could have done, what you should have done, you're going to crash. Your future is going to be so bleak because you're going to be looking at what I could have done, what I should have done. Guess what? This is behind me. This is behind me. Do I get thoughts from time to time? Absolutely. Who doesn't? Am I going to act on them? You bet not. Absolutely 100% not. And, you know, there's so many things that we can do to help ourselves. Who we're talking to, if they're not bringing you up and they're tearing you down, that friendship, that relationship shouldn't be. If you're not getting support, go find some support. There's an answer for everything. The music you're listening to, if it's causing you to harm or causing you to have negative thoughts, change up your music. We play very encouraging music here. We open and close with Deep Valleys, and today the song, very uplifting, very encouraging. Google some music. What are some other things? What you're eating. You're eating fast food, or you're eating other kinds of things that aren't good for you. That's going to affect your mind. So take care of yourself. How do you do that? Well, you got to start small. Got to start somewhere. Never despise small beginnings. Everyone has to start somewhere. Think about when you were born. You're an itty bitty baby. I was an itty bitty baby. Now I'm not so little anymore. I've grown up. I've changed. I've moved. I've gotten stronger when I was weak. It didn't just happen overnight. I had to get some good people around me, and that's a big help. Who's around you, who you're talking to, who you're listening to, and what you're listening to, what you're watching. And here at Launching Point, we have a lot of encouraging stuff. We have our talk show discussing real issues. We have our cafe. We have festivals. We go to 25 to 30 festivals a summer, and we talk to people. We don't just sell our products like pins, buttons, and magnets and the wristbands for the heck of it. We do it so we can talk to people. We get out in places. We go to beer festivals. We go to Christian festivals. We go anywhere where people will have us. And it's amazing because people aren't just going to walk up, but they do when we're there. They see us and they come over, and we've talked to people about self-injury, overcoming suicide. Our messages are just a way to give something to someone to say, here, hold on, there's hope. Hold on to this token. Don't forget about it. You know, we believe what we say. All the hundreds of messages that we have on buttons and wristbands and shirts, postcards and magnets, we believe those messages. And a lot of those messages come from our group members. So I want to encourage you today. Where you are, you may not be happy with. You may not be, but look behind you. Where were you? Look behind you. Where were you? You're not there anymore. You may not be where you want to be, but be grateful and thankful that you're not where you once were. And you might be like, well, Vicki, I was in such a better place a couple of years ago. And if that's the case, or a couple of days ago, and if that's the case, then you just keep moving forward. Keep that behind you. You got to keep pushing forward, because remember, you're driving, you keep looking in that rearview mirror. You don't want that to happen to you. So let's finish up our coffee. Think positively. And know that we're going to close out with the song here. Know that you truly do matter. Why do I say that? I don't know you, but I know that every person has a plan and a purpose, and that means you too. Check us out at launchingpoint.org. Go to our YouTube channel. We're looking for at least 100 subscribers so that we can get a real URL, so it's not all those letters and numbers. But go to YouTube, Google Launching Point, or Share Your Scars. That's our show. And subscribe to us. Start listening to the shows. I know it'll help you. If you want to share your story, maybe you've overcome something. Self-injury. You've overcome something really tough in your life, send us a message to mystory, 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 at launchingpoint.org. Until next time, there is something good in every day. Sometimes you have to find it. You matter. Love more, judge less. Thank you for watching.